Good afternoon, and this is our 4 p.m. news. And my name is Diana Ndulu. Thank you for joining us as we have the latest news making the headlines in Kenya and beyond. Let's begin with our top story. Gathered at Miduri in Naivasha through the Safari Rally Kenya shakedown as part of 2026 World Rally Championship, as spectators enjoying the excitement as drivers tested the cars in the challenging course. The next stage of the rally will take place on Kamoran at 4 p.m. today. Nairobi Governor Mike Sonko, his LP family is affected by the recent floods by paying more bills for the victims and planning to cover all the burial costs for more than 40 people who died, giving much needed support to grieving families during this difficult time.
Mimi naitwa Francis. Mimi nafanya kwa ofisi ya Mike Mbuvi Sonko, ambaye pia ni party leader wa National Economic Development Party. Lakini hapa hatujakuja siasa, hajatutuma siasa hapa. Ametutuma tukuje kulipa hizi bills. Zile ziko hapa mochari zote. Amesema angeweza kufika kwa sababu akona mata kotini kidogo anamalizia, but once amemaliza atajoin families ama anaweza waita pale kwa ofisi ndio wapangilie mikakati vizuri. But ametuashua kwanza tukuje to clear hizi bills zote. Zile zenye ziko cleared. Zile familia zenye hazijiwezi tuweze kulipa hizi bill zote. Sawa? So tutaanza hapa one by one to make sure kila bill imekuwa cleared. Tuko na team lead hapa wetu Jawe atatu lead kulingana na vile wamefanya investigation yao na hizi bills. Tutalipa zote to make sure kila familia hakuna bill wanadaiwa. Si ni sawa? Asanteni. Kameni makofi ya Songo jamani. Tuanze na familia na pesa iko hapa, msiseme tumekuja kufanya ukarabati wa mabills. Pesa ziko hapa zile, ngoja kidogo jaji. Pesa ziko hapa zile tumetumwa nazo to make sure all the bills are being cleared. Si ni sawa? Asante.
Court suspended TSA instance fine as a court of temporary spotted of the National Transport and Safety Authorities from issuing instant fine to drivers. The decision came of the legal challenges over the fine over being reviewed, giving drivers a temporary relief from automatic penalties on the road. Man arrested in JKIA for trying to smuggle heart of Chinese citizen. The encounters was arrested on Jomo Kenyatta International Airport for trying to smuggle the hearts alleging security officers of the Zarkand and attempting to take Queen Garden hearts to China without required permission. Officials found that him of the 300 Queen are secretly packed of the ready to set out of the country. Authorities say the case is under investigation and one the smuggling live animals without permission and illegal can harm the environment and biodiversity. The suspect to expect the appeal on the court to face the charges related to the illegal wildlife trafficking.
Luggage, there was found 1,948 garden ants, 1,948 garden ants.
Mr. Moore, just for my reference.
Yes.
How were these packed? It doesn't say there.
Yes, Your Honor. They were packed in specialized test tubes. We have mentioned this in our notice of motion. They were packed in small specialized test tubes, which is now a departure from the syringes that we saw in 2025.
In view of this, I find it fit to grant the prayer sought. Therefore, I grant prayers 1 and 2. The respondent will be detained at Langata Police Station for 5 days. Okay, you stay for 5 days. 5 days and then you come back. And for the forensic exploitation of the iPhone and the MacBook. Mention will take place on the 17th of March to confirm compliance.
Woman snatches matatu windscreen over missing change in Nairobi. A woman caused chaos in Nairobi CBD in Luduri Road after breaking in a windscreen of Buruburu Bout matatu. She and her younger sister had paid conductor 1,000 shilling note, but they did not get back the change of 900 shillings. By the time they reached town, the conductor disappeared. When she asked the driver about the missing money, he reportedly told him whatever she wanted, and angry she picked up a stone and smacked the matatu's windscreen. Safaris to home over 202 billion property debt. There was a tense session at the home for former Jubilee Secretary General Raphael Tuju in Karen. Nairobi has the goons and the some securities personnel attempted to forcibly gain access to this property. The move came as a massive of shillings of 2.2 billion debt linked to the expansion of this Karen home, raising concern among neighbors and local residents. Witness says the attempt entry caused panic, with family members and the staff quickly trying to secure the premises. So far, no injuries have been reported, but the incident has drawn widespread attention, highlighting ongoing disputes over the high-value property debts in the city. Residents and observers are now calling for the calm and proper legal action instead of forcible attempts to settle such matters.
Let them come. Where are they? Where are they? Ani wagani?
Go. Enda huko. Hold down. Yes. And you also have to respect my space. Yes. You have to respect my space. So you don't come here and start commanding my staff. Oh, I'm glad. So what's the shida? Somebody has died? Somebody has died? Somebody has died? Do your job as professionals, not tribalism. What are you discussing with that Kiprop fellow in Kikalenjin?
They are back. Sasa nimehata hiyo. Ani wagani? Wewe kujeni. Nani kama? Hawa citizen wako?
Kitengela MCA aspirant urges residents to vote for him in Kitengela. Ali, a candidate aspiring to become a member of county assembly, that is MCA for Kitengela, has asked residents to support him in upcoming election. Speaking in Top Prime Media Breakfast Show, where he shared these plans and focus on development projects and better infrastructure and improving services for the community if elected. Ali encourages everyone in Kitengela to participate in voting process and make their voices to be heard.
Wadau Kitengela, assalamu alaikum, habari zenu. Vile nimewambia, slogan yangu ni no tribe, no religion, just work. Na hivyo ndio itaketi mpaka mwisho. Na raundi tukitaka tupate mabadiliko, hatuna wakati mwingine ya kupata mabadiliko Kitengela kama sio sisi. Wewe hapo kama Masai, wewe hapo kama Mkisii, wewe hapo kama mtu yoyote, kama tunataka tuone Kitengela imebadilika, tuleteni sura mpya, mtu mpya, tafadhali. Maana kama sisi haitawaendeka tena. Na nawaomba mnichague niwe MCA wenu, maana najua kitu moja, nitasimama na haki mizani. Sijui kama tupo. Yes, ni kijana wenu siku zote hapa, Ali kutoka Kitengela. Nawashukuru sana na nawaomba msinisahau tena, Ali. Na very soon mtapata mambo mengi pale ground, mtatuona. Kesho tuko pale sokoni Kitengela, tunataka turekebishe mambo 2-3, na waomba mkuje pia Kitengela, ishara pale Kitengela sokoni, tuweze kujua tutafanya vipi, na tayari kuna miradi tushaanza. So usikosekane kesho Kitengela, na waomba mkuje muone. Kama ulikuwa mmeadhiriwa, njoo Kitengela sokoni. Asante.
Ruto gives 500 million to Kapsabet School of the Beef. President Ruto has given 500 million to the Kapsabet School of the Beef after the tragic accident at the school. The student happened when the students fell on a septic tank. One student died and the other 2 were critically injured. The money will help the school to repair facilities and support the affected families.
That is the governor, not really. The governor, the Senator Cheryl Gay, then also the governor. The governor of Nandi County has just arrived, together with the senator and a few legislators here. We're just checking. The president is coming to the scene of crime. President Ruto is coming to the scene of crime. Fuata anaenda huko kwa administration. President was just arrived, made a stop at Kapsabet.
Na najua ya kwamba hapa mnahitaji mahitaji kiasi na mwalimu, kwa sababu sasa mimi nimefika hapa, nitakuachia shilingi milioni 5. Sio bangane waisi unike bayu akoso moy wango ko migine karata inget gavana apiga porwa ni nyomoy wa ule jagarata gigile. So wapi chairman na mwalimu hapa. Haya ndio hii shilingi milioni 5 ya hawa kuchunga hii maneno ya shule. Tuko tayari kwa otherwise watoto wa hapa, asanteni sana kwa kutukaribisha. Tunawapenda sana. Mungu awabariki, na sisi wote ni ndugu moja. Kongolezi.
Peter Bakens to referee Carabao Cup final. Peter Bakens has finally chosen the referee of Carabao Cup finally between the Arsenal and Manchester City on Sunday, 22nd March 2026. Under Peter Bakens, Arsenal has won 70% of their games and their recent wins was against the Chelsea. On the other hand, Manchester City has lost 60% of their games when he officiated. The fans will be watching closely for the 2 top teams meet on what promises to be exciting finals recently. And that was our sports news. And that's all we had for you in this 4 p.m. news bulletin. Thank you for joining us. For more updates, stay tuned to this station and follow us on our social media platforms. And my name is Diana Ndulu. Have a pleasant afternoon.